it's a creamy soup, so we're using avocado as our creamy base, a half an avocado, a medium-sized avocado, cell walls. For an avocado, cut it in half with the serrated edge. You can use the serrated edge to pull out the pit if you do it right. And then the smooth edge, you can pull out the whole avocado in one. So, you know, if you want to do stuffed avocados or something, you pull out a whole half an avocado that way. And so they're just really, it's a really useful tool. So anyway, so much for selling $2 sandwich spreaders. Okay, and then we've got the spinach, which probably makes sense that we put spinach in spinach soup. So, 4 cups, give or take.
Is that a pound of spinach now? Or?
No, this is, that's probably 3 ounces of spinach. Yeah, so basically I do a full container pushed down with greens, and that's about a half a pound. So, and this is a larger than a normal Vitamix too. So I do a 40-ounce green smoothie every day. So that's like more than double most people's smoothies. Most people drink like a 16-ounce, and mine's like 8 ounces more than this. So and that's all packed in with grains. I mean, really a lot. Okay, so then we've got celery. Celery. So just a small piece of celery is fine. And then we've got basil leaves, which I have to get in a second. And we've got thyme, again, using thyme. And we have nutritional yeast. Has anyone not used nutritional yeast? Okay, it's a yellow powder. Sometimes it's a kind of a flaky looking powder. And it's grown on molasses, and it's very nutrient dense, has lots of nutrients, including B12. There's only 2 real sources of B12 in the vegan world: nutritional yeast and fermented vegetables. So like sauerkraut and kimchi and things like that, you get B12. Other than that, you pretty much don't get B12 in the vegan world. You can get vegan supplements, which are probably taken from nutritional yeast, I'm gonna guess. But nutritional yeast also is very high in amino acids and B vitamins and iron and all sorts of things. It is not raw, but I use it in my raw food for 3 reasons. The B12, that it's culinary, it tastes like cheddar cheese, kind of. And so it's really useful in recipes, and also it's very nutrient dense. So, and there's been studies about how healthy it is for you, and you can refer to Dr. Greger on that too. It gives it, like I say, a cheesy flavor. Then we've got a little bit of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon. And we've got onion powder. Now I just put in green onions. Why am I putting in onion powder, and why wouldn't I use fresh? Well, the reason is onion powder is really useful to give kind of a brothy flavor to soups, so I use it a lot in my raw soups. It has kind of a smoky flavor. It's not nearly as strong as regular onion, and so it just gives that kind of stock, vegetable stock taste. And so it's a good base. And then half teaspoon of sea salt. Notice the only thing I really measure is salt, but I pre-measured a lot of that previously. So let's see, salt, a little bit of pepper, quarter teaspoon, kind of a pinch of salt, of pepper, and 1.5 cups of water. And then I've got to grab the basil leaves. We hadn't gotten our produce order in yet. So 1.5 cups. Okay, our produce order came in, so I'm going to grab 1 stalk of basil, although this one's got more leaves than most, but so I'm going to use just the top leaves there. And I think we've got everything. So, and then you're just going to blend it all up until it's completely smooth. We don't want any chunkiness in this one. And that's probably going to be about 30 seconds. So to keep it raw, the general rule is it depends on how much liquid there is in it, but it's somewhere between 2 and 3 minutes. If you do 2 minutes at fairly high speed, it'll warm it, but won't, cook it. The basic rule of raw is 118 degrees. We don't want to go over that because then we kill off the enzymes, which is what makes something alive and raw. I heard the term alive for a long time, and didn't really understand exactly what it meant. I mean, I knew it meant enzymes weren't it, but if you think, here's how I explain it now. You take a sunflower seed, and we've all seen a sunflower sprout, right? Well, if you heat that seed before it sprouts above 118 for very long, you're going to kill off the enzymes. Once the enzymes are gone, that will not sprout again. So that's what keeps it alive. The enzymes are trying to make it grow into something else. And so anyway, that's how you know something's alive, is the enzymes are in it trying to make it grow into something new. So we're not going to heat it because we're not going to serve it for a while, but you get this nice creamy soup.
Tomato?
Yeah, and then we're going to put that on the top here. That one's just, the tomatoes is just for a decoration.